Well, hopefully you guys can hear me. Hey, Kevin. Take a look at what Kevin's doing. Go ahead, Kevin. We're having fun here early at Capital Audio Fest. They are showing the Schweikert Endeavor. Hopefully you guys can hear me. So I'm excited for this product. Let's see what this brings to the table. Beautiful stuff as always. Beautiful, beautiful.
How you doing?
Hopefully you guys can hear me loud and clear. If not, leave me a comment below letting me know. You're not going to hear perfect audio, please remember. I'm using a wireless microphone here, so you have an idea of what's playing. Sounds really good, smooth, musical. Good showing so far, and it just got started. This show just started, remember that. So. 26K. Cool. All right. No, I actually want to talk about what we're showing here. If we have a moment, if you could turn the music down a little, just to kind of talk to everyone here.
You want something that doesn't have copyright protection?
Well, I already kind of killed that with that song, but it's okay. We can talk about what you're going to be displaying here at the show.
The conversation does not have copyright protection, so you're safe.
So let's talk about what we are displaying here, guys. Today, I know there's a lot of conversations around this new Schweikert Endeavor. I believe they're 26K, right? Currently, MSRP.
They are the 26, and I think they're 30 with the critical mass LS footers.
Okay.
30,000.
Nice. That's optional. Okay, got it. And then of course, which VAC model now?
Those are the new Signature 202s.
202s.
Which are directly derivative of the circuitry developments and materials developments we used in the Master 300, and which in turn is developed from the Statement 452.
Okay.
So it's getting that DNA that was cost no object pioneered about 4 years ago down into the quite nicely priced area.
What's the MSRP on those?
22.
22.
Those can run as 110 watts per channel in stereo or as 220 watt mono, balanced or single-ended. Everything can be switch configured to make it just so.
I was telling my audience on my first video, that I just released, that I got some feedback about how these $26,000 speakers can fill this room. Now I know in the past you've been known to display the big boys, the Ultra 7s, the Ultra 11s,
right,
the big top dogs, right, in rooms like this. So I'm actually surprised that you are embarking on putting the affordable baby in this room, and actually it's holding its own, no problem, which is surprising. Now I know we just got started and it's only gonna get better, like anything else.
Right.
So I'm gonna swing back around to listen to the system, but tell me what gave you the courage to put that speaker in this massive room?
You and I have been talking for 2 or 3 years about this.
Yeah, we have. We've been talking for about 2 or 3 years, and it all started with somebody came in this room and they wanted to hear the E3 Mark IIs, which is the little brother to these. Same size speaker, but just doesn't have all the bells and whistles.
That year we had the Ultra 11.
And we had the Ultra 11s, and so we just said, what the heck? We just threw the E3 Mark IIs, one right next to each Ultra 11, disconnected the 11, and run $1 million worth of source equipment.
Of course.
Disabled and all the.
No, during this, I'm sitting in the back row. It's a Sunday morning. I'm sitting in the back row, just quiet, and I hear couple after couple come in. They walk in the door and they stop and they say, "Boy, these big speakers are terrific."
Wonder what the little
and
ones.
hearing the little ones.
Yeah.
Which says
That's a pricey.
They can handle this. This is a 45 by 47 foot room.
Massive
with a
room.
ceiling which goes up actually at a 45-degree angle. This room is 50% bigger than you see it with your eye.
We're not using any subs, right? No subwoofers?
I'm using our bass correction unit.
Bass correction
Yeah,
unit.
so basically, And what I can do is when you come in here, what I'll do is I'll shut them off.
Okay.
And you can hear that the speakers have bass, but the problem is we don't bring a bunch of bass treatment to our show.
Yeah, and I
So
mentioned that to my
you'll see the
subscribers.
notes that will come in play, and all I'm doing is equalizing those notes.
Right, got it.
So instead of 15 plus 15,
Yeah, all
minus
these,
15,
no, yeah, I understand.
I don't use the right word for it. I just call them active bass traps.
Active bass traps?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We actually are more pulling bass out and evening sort of the fringe areas of the room than we are
Got it.
adding to the overall level.
The benefit from that is one, we equalize the pressure in the room. So now we're like within 1, maybe 1.5, 2 dB of dips and peaks instead of the dramatic dips and peaks. 2, it allows the mid-range and treble to really come out and get the soundstage out of the speakers.
Okay.
So the difference is that we're not using them like regular subs. They are actually, they're seeing what's taking place, how the amp is talking to those woofers, and then those woofers will talk to the...
And they're only here in the back corners, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So there's no augmentation anywhere in the front on that at all. And you think about a more normal sized room, and when you hear them later with the subs turned off, you'll realize that's all most people need.
See, I think...
You can gild the lily and tweak it a little bit, but the basic speaker is just phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm actually hearing a large sound stage and
So organic, the voices,
Yep.
the resonance of drums and percussion, it's a winsome.
and zero fatigue. No fatigue of any kind, no brightness, no bite. But that's a thing that I feel the VAC Von Schweikert combination has always been known for. I've never walked into a room that these two guys have put together where I felt like I needed to walk out of the room because I couldn't handle the fatigue. Now I can't say that about every single room, but I understand rooms present challenges, and I've been very clear with you all that it is very tough to put together a show in a environment like this, okay? Because they got to do what they can with whatever room they're dealt with, right? So they have to. In your case, you manipulated, of course, the bass, you EQ'd it to really bring all the performance possible out of these speakers. And I actually feel like when I sat in there, if you had told me these were the ones that you used to display, the 7s I think you did last year, I would have believed it. I mean, it sounds that impressive. So kudos to you for that.
Thanks. Those have so much DNA. Obviously, the 7's a newer design than that, but those came after all the Ultra 11, Ultra 9, Ultra 55. So that has, the only thing keeping that from being Ultra is the internal wiring.
I will tell you this. A lot of my subscribers are sick of me displaying what you typically produce, the big top speakers,
Right.
your big, beautiful electronics. They are consistently telling me, Jay, give us something for us mere mortals. And you bringing that $26,000 speaker and your monos, I feel is something that a lot of manufacturers need to start doing because we're leaving behind those folks that just cannot come up with the cash to buy your top products.
Right, and he's worked on some things to get down into the lower price
We'll
range on
come out
some
there
stuff.
on the outside. We'll show you some new things there too. And we come on the last number of years. We do what might be like a Formula One race for people. It's exciting. It's big.
Right.
It shows you what you can do. This year we bought the 3 Series Sport Coupe.
Right.
And wow, it's fun to drive too.
Yes.
And
I
you
had
mentioned EQ. I want
a
to say
mission.
one thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I had a mission for a while. I wanted to take the best that we had to the shows for a while.
Right? And you did for
be
some
noticed,
time, for sure.
right.
Well, we got a visibility from that.
You did.
But then you get the reputation. Oh, well, I can't afford your equipment. What's your budget? Oh, it's $20,000. Yeah, here's what you can buy from us. But they don't think that way. They
Right.
It's a big room and they think it's just like a shrine they can't approach.
Sometimes they leave feeling like, wow, I just wish I was prepared to buy what I heard because I fell in love with what VAC, and Von Schweikert displayed. But now they can come in and hear it and realize, you know what? I heard the big boys last year. I was blown away, but today I have reset my hearing. It's a new year, and I'm quite content with what they are doing now for a hell of a lot less money. Because let's face it, I mean, it's tough out there for everyone. Everyone keeps telling me, Jay, everything is getting more expensive. And to finally see you both come out with, not that you haven't in the past, but display, given our current economy and what's going down right now, to see you say, you know what, let's just do something for that demographic that we probably haven't done enough for. And this is one.
This is more like what we would have in our own home. It's the economic reality.
Right.
Most people don't put $1.5 million systems in their home.
That's true.
But they can aspire to this. This is realistic.
This is absolutely, yeah.
A minute ago, you mentioned equalizing when you were talking about the room setup. I wanted to point out those speakers don't have any adjustments on them.
No.
No, just a rear ambient driver.
Right.
Rear ambient, right. But normally there is fine tuning of mids, trebles, ambient, all these different
On the
things
back,
once
the
you're dialing it
adjustments.
in.
Just upper, yeah,
This
upper
is
frequency.
more of a plug and play kind of thing.
Which is
This
easier.
what it can do.
That's crazy. That's crazy. There's not a lot of tinkering. Basically, you got the footers, critical mass footers, right, which add definitely more soundstage, more layering, all of that.
Right.
But it's, of course, you have to set up the speaker for success. You can't just dump them into the room.
These are one of those speakers that you can almost just dump into the room.
Even better.
But
Even
I
better.
mean, obviously, setup is ideal.
Oh, of course.
Side note, when a very good friend of mine decided to get back into audio 3 years ago, I got him a pair of the E3s, the ones just down from this. He's in a room maybe 12 feet wide and 15 feet deep, and one's in a corner and one's by a doorway, and that stuff just makes music.
Yep.
Their speakers do well even in adverse locations.
Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for watching. I am going to be coming back to this room as the day goes on. I'm going to let these guys keep doing their magic here. So when I come back, the system is firing and on all cylinders. And of course, talk to you some more about what you have going on here. Please subscribe and hit that like button. Let's continue.
You better like this.
You better like it. Better like it. Take care.